Hi all. Leela Chess ID 395 still has yet to be eclipsed by some tests of the latest Leela IDs, and one of the amazing games it played, which is a favourite of Enrico, who kindly created these gauntlets, is against Gull version 3. So this is like one of Enrico's favourites for 395. Let's have a look. D4, knight f6. So Leela Chess playing white. We enter into the Nimzo Indian defence and the Rubinstein variation with e3. Black castles, bishop d3, b6. Now we enter into unknown territory. Usually we have e4 was played. Usually there is knight f3. This is the most trodden path, and it does seem very sensible. But Leela sees something here which is remarkable, it seems. I don't know if this is by accident either. Bishop b7, the idea of playing e5 here. And clearly black, was set up to kind of discourage that and put pressure on the diagonal. So Gull took the pawn on g2, and after e takes f6, there's a very important idea here after if queen takes f6 was played, and it wasn't. G6 was played, but there's a very important idea. I wonder if you can guess a move for white in this position. So this is just a variation, very important. White play here. Okay, there's actually a remarkable queen g4 just inviting the rook to be taken, because, guess what? There's bishop g5 just winning the queen here. And if this queen's trying to be nudged away, you can just stay around and win that queen. So this leads to the idea that this variation has got something going for it, because there's now a dangerous form pawn on f6, basically. So g6 was played. Bishop g5, just holding the form pawn, giving up the rook. It's a remarkable idea, and it's one of my favourites to have form pawns. I often win games with form pawns. So, has it got great potential here? You'll have to check the very detailed, if you want very detailed analysis, check out the link I'll give in the comments and in the description. So, queen g4 was played in the game, and now d5. And now we have queen h4. So the queen is getting ready for queen h6. Knight d7 discourages queen h6 because there'll be knight takes f6 snapping off that pawn just in time before being mated on g7. So white addresses this bishop. Can it be trapped or something? So f3 was played. Also interesting is castling queenside, but check out the variations. They're crazy. So rook b8 now, king f2, d takes c4. Now in this position, white actually ignores that c4 pawn and plays bishop e4. There's another remarkable idea coming up in this position. We have the move c5, and you can see that the bishop can't easily get to f8 here, and white pounces in this position. Guess what white plays in this particular position? Now, if I give you 5 seconds to pause the video. Okay, white pounces with bishop takes g6 here, threatening mate. Now if f takes g, then there's f7 check, and then white will be able to take the queen with advantage. So hg, and now again queen h6 will fail to knight takes f6, so white reinforces the f6 pawn and now has the gigantic threat of queen h6. This is totally winning this form pawn now because of queen h6. It's end of game. Gull gives up basically from this position and plays bishop d2, just trying to stave off being mated for as long as possible. That's taken. The bishop returns now to reinforce f6, so that queen h6 without dropping f6. Queen c7, and this is very desperate stuff from black. After queen takes, knight e5. The game ended here. there wouldn't be too long to go if it was played on after queen h6. Check here, c3, and then mating. So there's a remarkable discovery in this game. People haven't played this e5 before. It's a bit crazy, and there are some crazy lines in the analysis where white can castle queenside and even give up this other rook as well. Absolutely crazy lines exist in the variations, which give it seems more analysis needed, but maybe this line is worthy of at least some sort of investigation. So check out the variations in the PGN and let me know what you think. Is this a new line worth considering, worth a punt, or at least in our blitz chess? Let me know. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks so much.